This is what I'm talking about. That is such a nice house. 4 stories right on the water, probably $4 million, $3 million. So today we are parked out and are camping in a $1 million neighborhood. According to Zillow, the average price around here is right around $2 to $3 million, and we're camping here for free. So I got here last night and I got this pretty nice spot right on the lake. I'll show you real quick. So this is our spot. It's a pretty cloudy day in Seattle. The high today is only 68, and I'm kind of running low on power, and I'm not really getting much from the sun because it's so cloudy. So I'm gonna try to stay out of the van as much as I can today and just kind of explore this super expensive neighborhood. But yeah, I mean, look at these views. I got here really late last night, so I wasn't able to see them, but it's kind of crazy that this is just 100% free, that I'm able to sleep here. Although this was not here when I got here last night. Big piece of wood. It's weird. And the spot itself isn't too special. It's just kind of on the side of the road, right next to these $1 million houses up on this hill. But it's just kind of in this like little pull off along the side of the road right here, right on the side of the water. But for right now, I'm hungry. I'm a little bit cold, honestly. I might put on my hoodie, and I'm making some breakfast. So today for breakfast, we're making my favorite meal of all time, the standard breakfast sandwich. Cheers. Oh, it's a nice breakfast with a view. Sandwich, view of East Seattle, not too bad. I love breakfast sandwiches. Perfect meal of the day. Trash bag that I've accumulated over the last 2 or 3 days. So I'm hoping that there's some sort of trash can at this park that's supposed to be up here around the corner, kind of past where that bus is, that I can throw this away in. Are you kidding me? All right, well, my brown paper bag just ripped open and a bunch of stuff just spilled out, so I'm really hoping that I can find a trash can now. Would you look at that? There's a trash can right here next to the bus stop. Let's go get some coffee. All right, so this is the little park that I was talking about that I was walking to find the trash can initially, but it looks like they have bathrooms here, which is nice because that's walking distance from the van. It's always good to have places where I know that there's a bathroom that I can walk to when I'm living in the van, so I don't have to use my van's toilet. So that's definitely a bonus. Also, this park is like really nice, right on the water. This is what I'm talking about. That is such a nice house. 4 stories right on the water, probably $4 million, $3 million. Crazy. So I had to turn the lights off and open my door. I'm running low on power, and I want to charge up as much as I can while the sun is still out, getting me some power to my solar panels, because I have about 1/3 of my battery bank left, and I'm only getting 11 amps in from my solar panels right now, so it's not really that much compared to if it were a bright sunny day, but at least I'm getting something. So I think a lot of people have a misconception about living in a van and what it's like to live in a van, because a lot of the times they're only watching the videos that show kind of the bright side of it and all the fun sides of it, like going hiking, being able to change your location, staying in these beautiful spots. But if I'm going to be honest, and it might just be the way that I live in my van and the way that I travel, a lot of the times I'm parked in spots like this or in a Walmart parking lot or other spots that aren't as aesthetic or adventurous as you might typically see online. And it's not on purpose. I do like staying in the scenic spots and adventuring out into the wilderness in the middle of nowhere. I do that occasionally. And maybe if you do it part-time, like on the weekends or for a couple months out of the year, you could only park in spots like that. It's definitely doable. But for me, someone who lives in their van 100% full-time, I hate to say it, but it gets kind of old. And sometimes staying in spots like this is just easier. It's more stress-free. A lot of stuff is walkable, so I can go to the grocery store, I can go to the bathroom. I have reliable cell service, and it honestly kind of makes me feel like I'm living somewhat of a normal life because at least there's other people around. And a lot of my days are spent like this, kind of with no plan, randomly in the middle of some neighborhood or some parking lot where there's not much to do other than sit in the back of the van. And I just kind of constantly have to figure out things to do to keep me either busy or occupied, because if I didn't, I think I would go crazy. So right now I'm just walking down to the park, one, because I have to go to the bathroom and I don't feel like using my van toilet because I try to avoid to whenever I can, and two, just because I want to get out of the van. Definitely not the nicest bathroom I've ever used, but it'll do. Also, another thing, my videos are very raw and unedited and kind of authentic, and I like to attribute that to just being real and trying to show you guys the realistic side of van life. But I'm gonna be honest, I just don't know how to be aesthetic. I don't know how to live an aesthetic lifestyle. I don't know how to do aesthetic things. I don't know how to film aesthetic videos, so it just kind of defaults to being very raw, very minimally edited videos, which honestly I kind of prefer. But yeah, I'm not really trying to be raw or unaesthetic. It just kind of happens. Alright, so I was playing Xbox for a little bit longer than I thought I was going to because me and my friends were getting some dubs, but it's now 8 o'clock, so we're eating a little bit of a late dinner, but we got kind of a nice view of the city. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up, but you can see the city off in the distance. Now we get to cook with that little nighttime view. I think tonight I'm making some pasta, just to keep it easy. And there you go, dinner was delicious. It's not the most extravagant meal I've ever cooked in the van, but I appreciate you guys coming with me to live rent-free in a $1 million neighborhood, and I will catch you guys next time.